I guess the basic, easy first thing to do, some of us call it the gateway drug, is Clomid. Clomid or Femera. Those are the easy things. Sometimes it's the female, the wife, that takes it to help with, I don't know, whatever kind of egg problems you may be having. I took that. It was kind of a joke. And a lot of times people will have reactions to Clomid too. I had a low-grade headache that just didn't go away. And you only take that for about 4 days. But also, the husband can also take Clomid if they're having sperm problems. So a lot of times people don't understand the different kind of sperm problems there can be. So there's either sperm count, where you're actually supposed to have in the hundreds of millions of sperm every 48 hours. The men produce that many sperm every day. And so if you're only having like 5 sperm, that's not good. I've heard of that. Motility, which means they need to be able to move and get to the egg. If they can't move and get to the egg, that's low motility. Morphology, which means they can either have 2 tails or 2 heads or a weird shaped head. That can cause genetic problems, actually. There's something else. Anyway, so there's actually a whole bunch of problems. And one thing people don't realize is that how you get a girl or a boy is actually from the male. How much testosterone is in the sperm. And because they produce so much sperm in 48 hours, then the sperm amount is different. So that's a lot of times why they'll take Clomid or some of the other drugs that will help with that. Just general medications or even hormone injections. Sometimes the female isn't ovulating, and so they have to take medications for that. What else? I don't know all the names of everything. I just know so IUI is something uterine insemination. Basically, the husband will have to go produce a sperm sample, and then when the wife is ready to ovulate, then they basically, it's not really a turkey baster, but they stick a turkey baster full of sperm and put it in her, because sometimes that's not working. ICSI, I don't know what it stands for, but that's basically when you have to inject the sperm into the egg. They stick everything in basically a petri dish, and they force the sperm into the egg so it will fertilize. There's so many different things. So I also had a thyroid problem, so I had to take thyroid medication. I had a friend who ended up living in a house full of mold, and they had to move. That could also causing her some infertility problems. So you never know what's causing. It could be also environmental. Do you have mold in your house? That's going to be causing a problem. So, and there's some new research that shows pollution actually can cause problems in sperm. So that's a huge problem here in Utah. So you'll have to, there's just so many different tests and so many different ways you can have infertility. Really, you just need to go to your doctor and start getting tested for anything and everything, because you never know. But someone might also have other previous medical history, like especially if you've previously had cancer and had to do chemotherapy. A lot of times the male, they'll be completely infertile after chemotherapy. There's a brand new chemotherapy drug for women that helps with their egg production. So they're doing some new testing about that. So you never know what your other health conditions can actually also cause. Like there's PCOS and endometriosis as well. And PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome. And that means they have cysts on the outside of your ovaries, and that can be pretty painful. Endometriosis, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. That's extremely painful. That's tissue growing on the outside of your uterus. That's bad. Yeah, you never know. Other things can be causing your infertility. So you want to get tested for anything and everything, basically.